Hi, this PowerPoint presentation is on changes in how we access online content for marketing class 651 at New Mexico Highlands University for Professor Heath Anderson, and presentation provided by myself, Eugene Glasses. Introduction. I am going to do this the old-fashioned way by going slide per slide per PowerPoint, and I was not able to get any type of YouTube videos, so just have to go do it the old-fashioned way. But yeah, technology has changed so much in the past 20 plus years, and beginning like in the 1990s, internet changed drastically in the way people used it and consume information. It was such a huge market for the industry of marketers. And in the early 2000s, online social network allowed millions of people to connect with each other. And at the same token, marketers were also able to capitalize on this as well. In the late 2000s, smartphones gave the public instant access to everything the internet had offered, no matter where they were, and just a good invention and device for smartphones. Global browsing trends. What has happened with times? Well, where do you currently go to catch up on your news, business, lifestyle stories online? And where do you go for the same content 2 years ago? Interesting question. Well, it seems like global internet users have dramatically increased their content consumptions in three main areas, three main popular social network areas, which they are Facebook with a 57% increase in their articles and videos, and Twitter a 25% increase. Read my Twitter feed and click interesting articles, and LinkedIn, which is also another interesting articles and video concept. But the use of mobile notifications have increased substantially over the years by 34%. So in contrast, traditional content like Feedly or RSS feeds are seeing much slower growth. Content consumption trends. When it comes to content, what do you closely pay attention to? And what are you less attentive to? Example given, do you just skim right through it? Or do you consume thoroughly? Well, based on this graph here, videos, social media, news, article, research content, people tend to just consume thoroughly versus interactive articles or tools, long-form business content, blogs, podcasts, for example. People just tend to just skim right through it. So very interesting concept here. And we'll go next slide. Content needs globally. What content types do you want to see more of in the future? By geography. Well, globally there are some regional differences. And for example, Latin America video is top ranked at 55%, followed by social media at 50%. Blogs, interactive tools are much lesser. And then also online browsers want more business-related contents and education resources compared to other regions. So just a quick synopsis of geographical areas on what the content needs are. Content requirements for mobile-first consumers. What device do you spend the most time on to access the internet? Based on this pie chart, 56% spend more time on computers and laptops. 33% spend their time on smartphones, and 11% spend their time on tablets. So coupled with tablets, 4% of our survey are access websites and contents using a device running a mobile OS. Content notification methods. How do you want to be notified when something new is published? By primary device types such as smartphones or computer laptops. Well, based on the two in comparison, email notification is the top of the list, especially with computers at 60%, smartphone 55%. Mobile notification, desktop notification, Slack notification, much smaller in notification methods. So just a good indication here with bar graphs on what methods are also utilized for notifications. Voice search adaptions. How often do you use the following voice search function on your phone or electronic devices? As Siri's, Cortana, and Alexa are compared here. Mobile devices usage increase over time, and we learn to know how many people are taking advantage of built-in voice search features, while voice search technology is still being refined. And based on this graph here, 37% use Siri, 23% are using Microsoft Cortana, and 9% are those surveyed use Amazon Alexa, or at least monthly. These rates are sure to increase as developers improve the voice search experience. Video content consumption habits. How much time do you spend watching content on YouTube and Facebook per week? In comparison, 44% of survey watch an hour or more of videos content on Facebook and YouTube a week. So data shows that most people pay close attention to videos, and even include myself, which I like to watch videos, which means savvy marketers can leverage videos to put out powerful, high-quality content that speaks for their brand offerings. So Facebook's entry as video content platform is relatively new compared to YouTube. And if you look at the graphs there, over 4 hours for YouTube at 90% and 10% with Facebook. That's a lot of hours to be on Facebook or YouTube. Content users by demographic. How much time do you spend watching content on YouTube? By age. For example, 18-25, over 4 hours, 30%, wow. And 25 to 34%, 25 to 34-year-old, 20%. 35 to 44, 20%, 45 to 54%, 54 of age is at 12%, and then anything older of 55, I mean, it's 8% or less. And then some older generation, they don't even watch YouTube at all, so that's quite interesting. But YouTube numbers, they have been lots of commentary about cable cutting and cord cutting, especially among millennials. Millennials are the new market, and a focus on them for their behavior is much more attentive to, and something that the marketers are paying close attention to with the new millennial group. So in conclusion, today, like as mentioned, we're observing initial adoption of game-changing technologies like voice search and conversational UI that will impact the lives of people who access the internet. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, even Tesla are pushing the envelope for new innovations. And for businesses, many of these new technologies and resulting behaviors, they will create means that will be even more useful for their products and to be discovered by their consumers. Since marketing is responsible for the majority of content consumer access, marketers anticipate these changes and try to place themselves in the best position to keep up with the market and with the growing needs of their audience. So this PowerPoint presentation is short and sweet and to the point. And that's about it. That concludes my PowerPoint presentation. Thank you for listening.